like Debo, he has one great play. Then he has two huge drops. The one time we actually had a chance to make the game competitive, Debo ruined it by himself. And you saw like the big pushing and shoving before the game on the sidelines. Every time Debo does that, he sucks. Every single time. Every time Debo does that, he sucks. Now, when Debo talks trash on social media, usually he does well. But like, man, I'm so pissed. When a captain does something like that, like a lot of people were mad at Debo for talking to Jake Moody and pushing Taylor Pepper. No, that was a positive. That was huge. That was a step in the right direction. But whenever a captain lets your team down, you got a backup quarterback. Everybody's sucking. You have to step up and help. That's your job as a captain, not step up and make it all worse. You made it way worse. You made it way worse. Debo, you didn't help anybody. Yeah, your return that got negated because of a penalty. I get that. But, man, you ruined 2 drives by yourself. And not only did you ruin offensive drives, you screwed the defense over because they got the ball just outside the red zone. I don't put that drive on the defense, but still 5 for 5 in the red zone. You can't force one field goal. By the way, the Packers are worse offensively in the red zone than the 49ers. They were the 27th ranked red zone. But you go against this defense and Nick Sorensen, we're going to make you look good. we're like the opposite of Channing Tatum in Deadpool Wolverine. Like, right? I don't make a name for myself. No. Nick Sorensen, every single time he plays somebody, man, I want to make this offense look real good. I want to make a name for those guys. That's what Sorensen does. Now, were there bright spots of the defense? Yeah, there were a few. Late second, third quarter was great. Third quarter was great defensively. But 5 for 5 in the red zone, 4+ drives of 10+ plays, scoring drives. You don't do that. That's not winning football. Now, should you have gotten beat that bad? No. You broke the record for most missed tackles in the NFL this year. Good job. You broke the record for most missed tackles in a quarter to start the game. Good job. You broke the record for most missed tackles in a half in the first half. Good job. And you broke a record for most missed tackles, not for the 49ers. Of the entire NFL, you broke a record for most missed tackles in a single game by any team in the NFL this year. That's 384 games played so far. 380 teams have played a game this year. You're the worst. You missed more tackles than 379 teams this year. I don't give a damn if Nick Bosa, Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Funga, your grandma, your aunt on your cousin's side, don't care if they're all hurt. Show some fucking pride. I'm sorry. We're going to let out some cuss words. I'm sorry. I apologize. I haven't even looked at the comments yet. I don't care. Show some fucking pride. Meanwhile, you got surfer boy Nick Sorensen sitting there over on the sideline showing no energy. Be who you are, Nick. No energy, like negative aura, Nick Sorensen. That's who he is. That's okay. Like, y'all, I remember y'all getting mad at Steve Wilkes because he wasn't, rah. Why did he yell at why did he charge the players up? Dude, Nick Sorensen has the personality of a pet rock. As a pet rock on the sidelines. You're getting abused, bro. What's he do? He just stays there chomping his gum like a freaking Pete Carroll light, just chilling. Not doing anything. No emotion. Dude's pet rock on the sidelines. I don't know. Can we criticize him yet? Yeah, I've been criticizing him the whole time because I've told you guys this defense sucks. Can't even tackle. Now, at some point, it's on the players too. And like, this is a coaching / player. There is nobody that is safe from criticism except for maybe, let's do this. George Kittle was incredible. Catching passes he had no business catching. 6 catches on 6 targets for 82 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle. And 2 of those catches were ridiculous. Meanwhile, you had Debo dropping these other ones. George Kittle, awesome. Incredible. Juwan Jennings, 5 catches on 7 targets. He had that one big drop, and then he makes a circus catch on a 3-yard check down. I thought Juwan Jennings was good. Jordan Mason was awesome. He got one snap. No, he got 2 snaps, 1 carry, 16 yards. Killing it up the middle. let's don't go back to that guy. Let's don't do that. Let's don't do that. I can't think of anybody that was really good offensively outside of George Kittle and Jordan Mason for one play. Defensively, I thought Isaac Yiadom was good, even though he got dusted on that one play. Should have been a walk-in touchdown. And again, if y'all watched the preview show, I said I'm concerned about Christian Watson going against Isaac Yiadom in quarters. I hope we do a cover 6, roll cover 2 that way. We didn't do that. Nick Sorensen's not that smart. He needs to subscribe to the show. Nick Sorensen, go ahead and subscribe to the 40IrisRush.com and watch my Football 101. Now, let me just say this, Nick Sorensen. Nowhere in our videos, we have 400-plus video breakdowns for you, Nick Sorensen. Nowhere in that do I go over how to count to 12. Sorry, how to count to 11. You can count to 12 pretty damn good. I've never seen a team have 12 defensive players out there back-to-back snaps. Back-to-back snaps. So I will put a link on the 49ersrush.com for you, Nick Sorensen, to an edition of Sesame Street with the count so that we can work on your counting. Because you need some fucking help, man. What are you doing here? What would you say you do here? Like, how have you increased anything? Have you helped our D-line? No. Have you helped our linebacker? No. Fred Warner's now pedestrian. What the hell's that about? Have you helped our secondary? No. Our safeties suck. Jair Brown is cuttable. Our corners are playing pretty well. Like, that is a positive. Renardo Green playing pretty well. They went after him a lot. He was terrible in the run game early. He lost outside contain several times. But back to my initial thing. Who are the defensive players that I think stood out? Isaac Yiadom, Malik Mustafa, Diamador Lenore. Leonard Floyd showed up. He made a couple big plays. He had 2 sacks, 2 tackle for losses. That's huge. I thought Evan Anderson played well. Seems like he took the role from Jordan Elliott. He continues to suck. I don't know if he got injured. He wasn't playing much later. The Niners defense got better as soon as 92 went out. 92's bad. 92's bad. But yeah, so like, I don't know. Malik Mustafa was the best, I think. Diamador Lenore, Isaac Yiadom. Those 3 kind of stood out to me as the best defensive players. D. Winters, but again, D. Winters played 10 snaps. He's the Jordan Mason of the defense. We got to keep our stud that the Packers cut. We got to keep him out there, right? Devondre Campbell. Now, he had a lot of tackles, had 8 tackles, but the first drive was like all against him. The Packers cut him for a reason. For us, he's indispensable. Who else is going to blow games whenever it matters most? We got to keep him out there for every single snap, 5'9". D. Winters a stud, but we can't let him play over this guy who's not good. Jordan Mason's a stud. Can't let him play over the ghost of Christian McCaffrey. And I love Christian McCaffrey. And I think Christian McCaffrey still needs to be the starter. But to act like he's this indispensable offensive player of the year, which he was last year, he ain't that. And the only big play that he had, he fumbled the ball like it was the damn Super Bowl.